In a world of endless collections, where plastic dreams come to life and heroes stand frozen in time, change is inevitable. A new passion emerges, calling from the depths of nostalgia and the allure of ink on paper. Today, I make a choice. I think it's time for a change. Alright, dramatic intros or not, I do have some really exciting news to share with everybody here on the channel, and I wanted to kind of take some time, make a video dedicated specifically to it, because you may have seen some changes going on in the channel recently over the last few months and some things, and we've talked about some stuff in previous videos over the last year especially, but I wanted to make a dedicated video just about it for those of you who are interested in kind of learning a little bit more about the future of our channel and a little bit of the kind of the direction that we're planning on going in. It's really exciting for me personally, but I wanted to give a little bit more information, a little bit more backstory to the thought behind this new direction and exactly what to expect from our channel kind of moving forward. So first off, you may have kind of got an idea of it from our intro, a little bit of idea from it from the title of this video. I am kind of exiting collecting Hot Toys, which includes selling probably very close to all of my remaining Hot Toys collection that you see behind me, and the other ones that are in the other cases that you can't see in this frame. There will be some figures that remain in the collection, so it's not every single thing that's going to be gone, and it's very possible I might add something in the future, so I'm not 100% out, but I am going to kind of really refocus my collecting habits and really focus on the things that I love the most personally. Now, this YouTube channel that I started way back, I created it back in 2015, but I didn't start actively posting on this channel and creating videos until 2021, the beginning of that year, and that was because being home, of course, like a lot of us during COVID, and really figuring out, okay, what do I want to do to not only have my day-to-day be about my regular 9-to-5 job, my family, all that stuff. Of course, I have all those things, but where can I kind of have another place to explore my hobbies, the things I love outside of that? And jumping into this channel was a great place to do that. And personally, I have a background in film, being a person who I was making short films with my family ever since 2005. Myself and my family, we created a film company called Brandao Films back in 2005 and made short films together as a family. I went to college, got a degree in film. I do have a bachelor's in film, if that really means anything. But I did have that passion, and ever since college, I went right into the workforce, and the film stuff kind of just went to the side because that was just, I didn't go into that field professionally. I went into the finance world and did a normal 9-to-5 job, and it worked out for me and eventually my family that I started. And I wanted to kind of bring back some of that passion I had as a kid, a teenager up to my early 20s, and bring that kind of back and bring that together with all of my passions, my things that I've collected over the years, and share that with people, because I don't want to keep it for myself. I want to be able to share this with all of you and have a place to do that, and that's what this channel was really for. So I had so many things that we bounced around to in different focuses, from, of course, autographs, to comic books, to Hot Toys figures, of course, to Disney park memorabilia, to random Hasbro figures or Legos or all these other random things. I just kind of bounced around to different fandoms, and it really wasn't focused. And around 2022, when I was getting ready to welcome my first child. That's when things started going in my head. Hey, I think we need to focus this a bit. And I had that conversation with my wife, and I downsized my collection significantly compared to, even with all the stuff you see behind me, it's significantly smaller than it was back in 2021, 22. And we brought it down to kind of focus it a bit, but I think I'm finally at the place now that, especially with seeing the growth of this channel, seeing what you guys out there engage with and what type of content you're excited to see here on our channel, I really see, okay, what works for our channel and also what works for me, because at the end of the day, this is my hobby. This is something I do after I'm done with work, after I have spent the day with my family and I'm taking hours at night or on weekends or all this other time to focus on creating content for this channel just because I love it. And I want to create stuff that I love, and not because it feels like I'm just trying to fill content or fill the algorithm or fill just what I think I should put on the channel. I need to be making content that, even if I'm the only person watching it, if I love the process of putting that together and I love the content that I'm putting out into the channel, even if it's just me and my family watching it, that's all that matters to me at the end of the day. So that's why you've kind of seen a change in what we're focusing on. And that's why I've moved away from the Hot Toys world. There's so many YouTubers out there that focus on Hot Toys figures, and they do it so fantastically. I follow a lot of those people. I watch their videos, and they're so great at what they do. They have such high quality content, but I can't keep up with that world. I'm not entrenched into the world of the controversies, the different things going on with all of that. I try to keep up, but it's just not something that I'm interested in, is really jumping into that side of it. I love the figures. They're works of art. They're fantastic representations of characters that I love from movies and television, and that's why I started collecting them over 10 years ago. I started collecting Hot Toys in 2013, and ever since 2013, I have amassed so many options here. I've had the ability and the kind of the privilege to be able to buy as many as I have, and also see a lot of them go over the years. And I've kind of added them just because it's things that I love, not because I'm entrenched in this kind of specific community. But there are other communities that I've always really entrenched myself in and have really, really enjoyed and have really loved. Using that word love in there. And those worlds are the world of autograph collecting, and that is also the world of Disney theme parks. And a lot of you out there who have been following us for years, who may or may not be into that type of thing, I hear you, and I see those types of things, but I know there are so many people on YouTube, especially in today's day and age, that's a focus, is Disney theme parks, specifically Disney theme park history. There's so many fantastic people out there making content, and I don't want to step on any toes. I just want to create stuff that I enjoy creating and have something that people can watch and learn something new if they haven't learned before. And I am somebody who, I grew up going to the Disney theme parks, whether it be Walt Disney World in Florida, whether it be Disneyland in California, and I just kind of took in everything that I needed to learn about those parks, about those places, about who create the people behind those rides, behind the parks, behind all that type of history. And I absolutely loved all that stuff, to the point that my family, they'll roll their eyes at me. Those of you who are watching, you'll know. Whenever we go to Disney events, whether that be going to the theme parks as a family, whether that be going to like a traveling museum that has things that are Disney memorabilia, whatever it may be, I'll stand in front of an attraction, a certain spot, an item in a case, and start rambling off information about that thing or that place. And suddenly I have a crowd that gathers around me and they're asking me questions like I'm a tour guide and I work there. I've had that happen on more than one occasion. And that's the type of stuff that sometimes I get a little bit embarrassed, of course, but I really, really enjoy that stuff. And I enjoy having people learn new things. And I really wanted to bring that back into the channel because I've mentioned before here that I do collect vintage Disneyland memorabilia from 1955 up through, of course, the opening of the Florida parks in 1971, even up to today, because I'm still going with my family every year or every other year. So I'm still collecting pins and park maps and all this other type of various types of information and items. So I thought it was just a perfect fit to really, really bring that part of my love of pop culture into our channel because it's still pop culture. Disney is pop culture. The theme parks are that. So it still fits within the original vision and the passion behind what our channel means and what type of content we want to do. So you're going to see consistently about every other week, or at least at minimum once a month, we're going to have a Disney theme park history video. And that can also venture into other theme parks. We might be talking about Universal parks, whether that be Florida or Hollywood. And I also have some thoughts of doing theme park history for theme parks outside of Disney and Universal. But that's something we're probably going to do in the farther future once we get through kind of all my favorites at Disney and Universal from there. But that's kind of the theme park history side. Keep an eye out. There's going to be a lot more content of that coming to our channel very, very soon. I have so many videos already done and scheduled to go out over the next few months. So keep an eye on our channel for a lot of that. The other side of things is your autograph and your comic book collecting. That is going to be the other piece of our channel. There's not going to be as much of that type of content on our channel anymore. However, autographs will still be there. I'll still be collecting them. I have really, really slowed down on how much I'm collecting autographs just because I feel like I was just kind of during COVID and during the meteoric rise of the world of private signings. I was just kind of just jumping on every signing just to get that feeling of FOMO out. A lot of that was FOMO. And now looking back after slowing down, I've looked at a lot of the stuff I've collected and realized, why did I add that? Why? Why did I do that? Why? So now it's just pumping the brakes and really, once again, focusing on what we really want to add to the collection. And then the other piece is comic books. I've been collecting comic books roughly about the same amount of time I've been collecting Hot Toys, and that's just another thing that just brings me so much more love and so much more passion than anything that Hot Toys collecting could possibly ever do. I'm not as knowledgeable and I'm not as kind of entrenched in the community of comic book collecting as a lot of other YouTubers here on the platform, but that doesn't take away that I still am so excited to always be on the hunt for something that I'm looking for. And the thrill of pulling something out of a box that somebody hasn't seen in a very long time, and it's a book that is a major key, or even if it's just a minor key, but it still has some significant comic book history, the kind of chill that still goes down my back in the good way, the goosebumps, I should say, that happens is still, I can't even describe other than what I kind of just said about the feeling and the goosebumps. So that, once again, brings me back around. What are you passionate about and what direction I wanted to take this channel? So I know it's very long-winded of what I've been kind of explaining and giving a little bit of backstory of what the direction of this channel is going to be moving forward. But I wanted to really take some time here and explain that to everyone here watching the video, that I appreciate each and every one of you who have supported our channel, whether you have been subscribed to us all the way back in 2015 when we were posting just Hot Toys collection reviews and overviews when I was still living with my parents, all the way up to the content that we've been providing over the last 3 to 4 years. I really am appreciative of each and every one of you, and I'm so excited to see where our channel is going to go and continue to grow and bring much more of the world of pop culture collecting to the entire world. So once again, I want to thank you all so much for your continued support. I'm hoping that you're all excited for the opportunities and the content that we are preparing and getting ready to bring to you here on our channel. Now, as I'm talking about all these things, out of everything I've brought up, if you are interested in us kind of going into any specific topics out of theme park history, the world of comic book collecting, the world of autograph collecting, if you're interested in those things and want to learn more about the history, about all the things behind the scenes with that, let us know in the comments below some of your thoughts, some of your ideas that you may have, and of course, we'll take that into consideration and really delve into that and hopefully bring some additional content that you're interested here on our channel. So I thank you so much. If you watched this whole video, I can't say it enough. I truly, 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 truly appreciate you, and I want to thank you so much. And remember, as always, keep on collecting.